Watch that. Hey. Come here. Oh, you guys are... Oh, no, did you just lick my teeth? So you ever have one of those days where there's too much blood in your caffeine stream? Yeah, today might be one of those days for me. So I want to start today's video by apologizing for the last video I did a few weeks ago on New Year's resolutions. Man, that word is so hard for me to say. I want to make sure that you don't have the impression that I was down and poo-pooing New Year's resolutions. It's not the case at all. If that's your gig, go for it. Totally encourage you. Here in your corner, I want to see your success. And that was the reason for that video, is using the SMART goals to outline your New Year's resolutions to keep you going with that goal. Now, that kind of leads into this video. I was talking with Aaron and Kristen from marketing department, and shout out to you ladies, about a new video series idea I had. Now, this came to me when I go across the street to the hospital, the cafeteria to get lunch or whatever. I inevitably run into somebody I know that's one of the gym regulars. And there's several topics of conversation that come up. Obviously, when's the gym going to open? I'm so out of shape. I feel so fat. My scrubs don't fit anymore. Stress, anxiety, depression, all those kind of things. And it hit me that just because we're gym professionals, we're dealing with the same things, right? Since COVID started 11 months ago, personally, I've gained 15 pounds. Now, some of that is because I was an LOA for a surgery, so I was down for 3 or 4 weeks, but I still put on weight before that happened. I've talked with a couple of folks in the gym. We've dealt with that mental funk just like everybody else. There's something to be said for working out and that stress relief and the endorphins and the rush and that kind of thing. So my idea was that with this new video series, and some of the other folks in the fitness center have agreed to this, we're going to kind of pull back the curtain on our personal lives and show how we're trying to adapt and overcome to our COVID world and still get our workouts in and try to overcome all those things that are plaguing all of us. So hopefully that will encourage, inspire, and motivate you to keep going with your workouts. So since we're here, I guess I'll start. Now, in that New Year's resolution video, I talked about me personally being a bucket list guy instead of a New Year's resolution guy. So, being an endurance athlete, run and ride, I usually have, at the beginning of the year, targeted some events, circle them on the calendar, and all my workouts kind of are geared to prepping me for those events. Last year in 2020, there was a couple local racing series. They're about 8 months long that I was planning to do. Those were canceled because of social distancing. The lovely Mrs. Clark and I were signed up for STP, or more commonly known as Seattle to Portland. Bike ride takes 2 days to go from Seattle to Portland. It's like, I think 236 miles in 2 days. I don't know, something like that. But due to COVID and the social unrest in both those cities last summer, that was definitely canceled. So coming into 2021, there's still not a lot on the calendar. So if you think back to those SMART goals, right? Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely, right? And you kind of hear I'm a bucket list guy and that kind of thing, and all the events are taken out of the equation for me that are, as far as my SMART goals, are is gone. There's no relevance, right? So, last year when things were canceled, I kind of kept workouts going, doing okay. As the year went on, my regularity kind of went down a little bit. Intensity might have gone down a little bit, right? The state was totally on fire, so it wasn't very healthy to be outside running or riding. So that's when my workouts really went in the dumper, and the weight started to come back on. So this year, since there's maybe some events to sign up for, not sure. But what I'm going to try to do this year is I'm actually going to race bicycles online. And yeah, it sounds funny, but that's really a thing. It really is. So I've got my road bike set up on a smart trainer, hooked up to my laptop through the TV in the living room, that I can ride on several different online platforms, and there are actually organized races on those platforms. So I'm going to circle some dates and get on that. Now this year I'm a little bit behind schedule, like I talked about having surgery, so I'm not as far along as I'd like to be. But in the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks maybe, 3 weeks, managed to get on the trainer. It's all I've been cleared to do by my doc after surgery, is to ride indoor stationary bike. So I've managed to lose about 8 or 9 of that 15 pounds in 3 weeks, or doing well. But that's where I'm at so far. You'll hear from some of the other trainers and maybe even some of the front desk staff in the gym in the coming future. And don't worry, we're still going to do the workout videos too. We're not going to leave you hanging on those. So I'm going to get back to bringing my caffeine levels back up, and I will see you soon. Thanks for joining us.